England enjoying their best run under Eriksson's wing since he took charge at the start of 2001. He opened then, you remember, by winning his first 5. Well, it's 7 in a row now. And if they win tonight, as they are expected to do, they will pass the most recent mark of 8 set by, well, it was 7 by Sir Alf Ramsey back in 1966, our World Cup winning year. 7 is Roger Beck, who's come into the team then tonight at the expense of his brother. A really positive start here by Liechtenstein. That had England on the ropes for a moment. Mario Frick can be a dangerous player. I saw a bit of him in Italy when he did feature in the top flight there for a while. Now in the Italian second division with Ternana. But he's capable of springing a surprise or two if given the right service. They are determined not to be overawed, even though it's certainly the biggest game any of them have played in, I'm sure. Their commentators are sitting alongside me on the back of the stand here at Old Trafford, and they were saying back home they know more about the England players than their own team. Good work from England. Now Wayne Bridge looking for Owen. It's Bridge again. Here is Michael Owen. And they've got bodies in the way, Liechtenstein. And then just tipped over the bar. Terrific save then by Yela. And that had his fellow countryman applauding down below me. Owen denied. And all credit there to the Liechtenstein goalkeeper, Peter Yela, from Grasshopper Zurich. Beckham being told to take the kick again. Christoph Ritter just receiving words there from the referee. And here's Beckham to try again. And a good decision by the keeper. Really confident handling. He was beaten by Beckham with a free kick in the first meeting early this year, and he was determined to make amends for that. He won't beat me again, he says. We'll wait and see with that one. Now they've got plenty up here, Liechtenstein. It was Terry to the rescue for England, but maybe not for long. Franz Bergmeier with a real opportunity there, albeit at an awkward angle and on the volley. But there are plenty of smiles from those Liechtenstein fans in the stand here. This was Owen's initial chance. And what good work then as Rooney headed for goal. That was getting in, surely, until Yela's timely intervention. Beckham. He's found the run there of Neville. Once again, Ritter was the covering defender. But Liechtenstein back on their heels at the moment, as England seek the breakthrough. Beckham with Neville. Another fairly tame header really from BT, but underlining the can be very useful in the air. One of his major strengths, really. A hard grafter, plenty of sweat and toil. Maybe not so strong on technique, BT. But he will certainly give those defenders plenty of problems. And he's not short on confidence either. Here's Rooney with some good movement. Andreas Gerster couldn't keep him out. But Yela hanging on well. No query against his temperament so far. Here's Telzer. But England on the rampage again as Owen lurks in the centre. Now can he get up here? Not well enough. Policed by Ritter, but still England persevering. Hassler, the skipper, doing his best to keep those defenders organised to repel England. Lampard. Now Steven Gerrard in that holding role in midfield. Beckham, rather aimless ball though. Hassler had latched onto it. Here's Gerrard again, just picking up the pieces. Now on by Upson. He and Terry have really only got one attacker to deal with. Only Fabio Delia up there for Liechtenstein. Here's Rooney for England. Beck was struggling to stay with him. Still Rooney. Whipped in towards Beckham. So close. Wonderful work then from Rooney. Look at his pace and his power and his persistence here. And they've gone to sleep at the back as Beckham sneaked in, and that ricocheted off the crossbar with Yela beat. But they completely lost their concentration then, Liechtenstein, and they should really have paid the price for it. He knows that, Beckham. 13 goals now for his country, but most of them have come from free kicks and lately penalties too. Wayne Bridge, a chance to motor down that left side. Now Lampard. Rooney is square of him, supported by Gerrard, and then Gary Neville. Beckham. Liechtenstein with every outfield player back behind the ball. You can't blame them for that. They know they have to work tirelessly and just hope they can keep England out. Lampard failing to find a way through. Now Frick on the break. And Frick is quick. Not quite quick enough though to escape the attentions of Lampard. And back come England again with Rooney. It's a real air of confidence, a swagger about his play. Amazing for a 17-year-old. Beckham. Good ball too for Beattie. It had Yela in trouble. And Owen has screwed it wide. Yela is furious with the referee. And well, he's been cautioned for overreacting, maybe, but I must admit from my view here, and I'm a fair way back, it did seem that he was balked then as he came out to challenge for the ball. No question of offside, but Beattie's foot was pretty high. I know he can't believe that he's put it wide. Fairly tight angle, but all the same, for someone of his prolific scoring ability, well, you would have expected him to score. Yela will miss their final qualifying game against Slovakia. Almost got through. Rooney might here. Still Rooney! Well, he might have serviced either Owen or Beattie in the middle. Chose to go it alone. And it was no real test, in truth, of goalkeeper Yela. Frick trying to pace away then from Gerrard. And it's Beck. Well, they might not get too many chances, Liechtenstein. That's one that got away from them. And here's one that escaped Wayne Rooney. No real conviction about the finish. Don't think we can see there where Owen was and Beattie. But it was a weak effort really from Wayne Rooney. Very happy for David James to collect. Rooney looking for Owen. Almost found him too, and would have done so but for Hassler's interception. Well, his movement has caught the eye, Rooney. But England's finishing so far not good enough. Here's Neville. Well, Rooney again. Going for the spectacular this time. It was such a sweet effort with which he scored against Macedonia. And that would have been a memorable one too, had that gone in. He does not lack confidence. Rooney showing he is certainly prepared to battle. Now Matthew Upson. Owen is the target here, and then Beckham. Three in the middle. Neville joining up now, but he's picked out the wrong one. As another England attack comes to a disappointing end. Beckham wins it back well for England. Then it's Rooney to Gary Neville. And Beckham, his old Manchester United teammate. It's James Beattie at the crossbar with Yela stranded. Well, it's the second time England have hit the frame with a goal, but with the same outcome. Beattie very near then to his first in an England shirt. Gerrard. Lampard. Beattie again. Well, it's better from England. They've upped the tempo a little, but still nothing to show for it. Tantalising ball in from Beckham. Good control initially then from Beattie, and very unlucky not to score. Ritter and Hassler have been stretched at the back, but they've been up to the task so far. The odd scare or two apart. Gerrard. Now Lampard. Well, again, the referee had a good long look, but kept his whistle away from his mouth. Now just checking on his watch. And then I think it's going to be the last of the action in the first 45 minutes. This was not supposed to happen. The Liechtenstein fans are on their feet applauding their team's efforts. But some corners of Old Trafford, well, they're jeering England as they leave the field. Peter Yela with a couple of really good saves. But Sven-Goran Eriksson's team really haven't impressed in this first 45 minutes. James Beattie did have one effort that came back off the crossbar. Beckham suffered the same fate earlier on. But generally the rhythm hasn't been there, the cohesion hasn't been there. And England still have work to do if they are to find the win they so desperately need to set them up for the game in Turkey. At half-time in this European Championship qualifier at Old Trafford, it's England 0, Liechtenstein 0. The Old Trafford crowd doing their best to lift England as they get us underway in this second period. Now kicking from right to left. At least I think they are. Liechtenstein supporters have now thrown up their blanket right in front of me. I think they'll sit down in a moment or two. Made in by Neville. And there tying up again is Daniel Hassler, as he did so often in the first half. Rooney. The neat layoff to Gerrard. There's Owen! And within seconds of the restart, England have gone in front. They've done it again. Whatever Sven-Goran Eriksson says to his players at half-time, it so often works. Michael Owen with his 24th goal for England. Some very static defending, you would have to say. Nobody's picked him up there. The goalkeeper's nowhere. But such a good ball played in there. Really whipped in by Gerrard. And, well, the keeper, excellent in the first half, got it hopelessly wrong here. And a neat cushion header by Owen. And you can just sense the relief around Old Trafford from the England fans anyway. Disappointment for those blanket-waving Liechtenstein supporters down below me. Time after time, England have struggled in the first half lately, but then turned it around. They can't relax just yet. But even at one, it's hard to see Liechtenstein transforming the contest. Michael Owen has taken full advantage. His 16th goal now under the current coach. You have to remember he's only 23, winning tonight his 53rd cap, Owen. That's a measure of how quickly he's progressed in his career. That's a fine pass. Beckham now. Neville had made the decoy run. Here's Gerrard. Back for Rooney! England in control. And they are like a different team. Rooney's second goal in successive matches to announce his arrival on the international stage at the tender age of 17. So cool as he steered it home, just as he was at the weekend. Well, for me, he was one of the few players to catch the eye in the first half, and he is continuing in the same vein. Ronaldo, they call him, and no wonder. What a prospect. The goal 7 minutes into this second half. And England are on fire at the moment. Here's Lampard to Beckham. Way by Ritter, but not that far. It was Wayne Bridge who came steaming in search of his first England goal. They're looking happier now. Some really glum faces around Old Trafford at the end of the first half, and no wonder. They really didn't get their act together in that opening period. That's the Turkish coach there, Gomez, looking on. A bit of a war of words going on between the two nations. What a night that promises to be in Istanbul when England face Turkey in the deciding game in this group. Oh, Yela was tempted out of his goal. And Rooney has just edged it wide. He was just on his way back then, the keeper. Had that been on target, it would have been another one for Rooney. I think it will be Rooney who's going off. Meantime, it's Owen. But he hadn't seen Frick. Now Beck. Well, no sign of them running out of steam, Liechtenstein. It's just a long way back from here for them. And there is David James, occupied at last. He got carried away with his throw out. Joe Cole about to win his 12th cap. Still really on the fringe as far as the England team is concerned. And it might be the same with Chelsea. But here's Beattie now, ploughing his way forward until a really good tackle from Daniel Haslett, just to relieve the danger. Terry, he's given a sure performance at the back. Beattie's a target here, but it was Owen with a header. And that plunging save from Peter Yela denied him his second of the night. Just beyond Beattie, but not Owen. Rooney with that measured cross, and he really got up well too then, Owen. But it's his final contribution as the Old Trafford crowd rise to the 17-year-old. Destined to make his mark in a big, big way in the years to come, just as he is already doing. Haslett. Oh, it's a chance for Beattie. He really will do his confidence a world of good if he can score. He has, in truth, looked a little nervous tonight. Rather raw, James Beattie. But he's kept going, he's kept plugging away. You just have the feeling that it's a goal he needs, really, to announce his arrival at this level. Terry. Here's Gary Neville to Owen. Here's Phil Neville feeding Upson. Not really been stretched tonight, Matthew Upson, so it's hard to judge. But as I was saying earlier on, he's done nothing wrong, nor has John Terry. But you just feel if they're fit and available that Campbell and Ferdinand will come back in to that daunting night in Istanbul. Meantime, Joe Cole setting himself up for the shot and was not far away. He's been sprightly, he's been feisty since coming on, Cole. Certainly had the keeper scrambling across his goal. Just hearing that Germany have beaten Scotland in Group 5 by 2 goals to 1, so a big disappointment there for Bernie Bergstein. Bobic and Ballet, the scorers for Germany, and McCann for Scotland. This goal not enough. England's 2 should be, but they're chasing more here now with Cole. A really good effort too. Yaler just managing to tip it away. In goes Lampard now. And Yaler again. Well, he excelled himself there, the keeper. He can afford to smile. It was always going to be a tough night for him. And certainly without him, England would have had more. Hargreaves really let it fly. A venomous strike then by the Bayern Munich man. Another who knows he has a real fight on to become a first choice for England. Cole's effort, which the keeper couldn't hold on to. Or here either. Phil Neville. BT with Lampard. A clever little pass there for Michael Owen. Trying to tee it up then for BT. I think his teammates would dearly love him to score here, BT. He's worked very hard. Yes, that match in Serbia has indeed finished 1-1. So some respite there for Wales. Now Bridge. Just over 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Hargreaves to Gary Neville. Hargreaves whipping it into Owen. Then he sneaked in between defenders, some quizzical looks too. Back there for Liechtenstein. He really attacked it to Owen, just couldn't quite find the right accuracy. Now Lampard. Owen in pursuit, but Hassler was there. Well, they have potentially 3 or 4 up here, Liechtenstein, which hasn't happened too often. Now the Stocklaser, now Frick, going all the way through, and a very smart save from David James. The first he's had to make, really. But they almost had a consolation there, in a big way too, Frick. 2-1 for Liechtenstein would have been like winning the World Cup for them. They will remember it for as long as they live. Of course, Paul Scholes could well be back. He should be back indeed by then, if he's over his injury problems. But it's mission accomplished. In the end, Wayne Rooney on the score sheet for the second game running. But it was a long, long time before England really established control here.